In this video, we decode the 80-20 rule of polarized training. The concept of polarized training emerged when sports scientist Dr. Seiler analyzed the training logs of elite rowers, skiers, and runners. He found a consistent U-shaped intensity distribution. Roughly 80% of training volume is performed at low intensity, and about 20% at very high intensity. Crucially, elites spend almost no time in the middle moderate zone. This isn't laziness. It's a specific physiological strategy to maximize mitochondrial density without accumulating excessive autonomic stress. Most recreational runners naturally drift into what we call the moderate intensity trap, or the black hole. This is training that feels kind of hard, too fast to be a recovery run, but too slow to trigger high-end neuromuscular adaptations. While this builds fatigue, it offers diminishing returns on aerobic fitness compared to the extremes. By polarizing, you ensure your easy days are truly restorative, which allows your hard days to be executed at a significantly higher quality. To execute this, we must use the physiological 3-zone model, not the 5-zone Garmin model we discussed in episode 3. The easy 80% happens strictly below the first lactate threshold, LT1, where blood lactate remains near resting levels. The hard 20% happens above the second lactate threshold, LT2. The goal is to maximize time at these extremes while minimizing time in the gray zone between the two thresholds, where the sympathetic nervous system is stressed but adaptation is suboptimal. Imagine your body as a hybrid engine. Below LT1, you are building fuel efficiency and capillary density, effectively widening your aerobic base. Above LT2, you are upgrading the engine's horsepower and VO2 max. If you constantly run in that middle zone, you're just burning fuel rapidly without upgrading the engine or the gas tank. This biological signaling conflict is why no pain, no gain is actually poor advice for endurance physiology. Does this apply to non-elites with less time? Studies like those by Munoz et al. Suggest yes, showing that recreational runners training 3 to 5 times a week achieved greater 10K improvements using polarization compared to threshold training. However, the nuance lies in the math. Seiler suggests counting sessions, not just minutes. If you run 5 times a week, 4 should be boringly easy, and only 1 should be a dedicated interval session. The hardest part of polarized training isn't the sprinting. It's having the discipline to run slowly enough on easy days. If you finish an easy run feeling like you could have gone faster, you did it right. By strictly enforcing this ceiling, you preserve the autonomic balance needed to crush your high-intensity intervals. In our next episode, we will look at pyramidal training, a slight variation that might fit marathoners even better. Thanks for watching, and run smart.